The sleek alien vessel descended gracefully through Earth's atmosphere, landing in a predetermined location outside of New York City. As the ship's doors opened, a delegation of Xarthalians emerged, their iridescent skin shimmering in the sunlight. They were greeted by a group of human diplomats, scientists, and cultural experts, all eager to make a good first impression on behalf of humanity. Initial meetings went smoothly, with both sides exchanging pleasantries and basic information about their respective species. The Xarthalians were particularly interested in human culture and how humans spent their leisure time. Dr. Emily Chen, the lead anthropologist, began explaining various human pastimes. Well, we have many forms of entertainment. Some people enjoy reading, others watch movies or play sports. She was interrupted by one of her colleagues, Jake Thompson, an extreme sports enthusiast. Oh, and don't forget to tell them about the really fun stuff, like skydiving, bungee jumping, and free solo climbing. The Xarthalian delegation's translator hummed for a moment before relaying Jake's words. The aliens' reaction was immediate and dramatic. Their color changed from a calm blue to an alarmed orange, and their antennae began twitching rapidly. "Excuse me," the lead Xarthalian, Ambassador 6, said carefully. "But did your translator just say that humans willingly jump from high altitudes and climb dangerous surfaces without safety equipment for fun?" Jake grinned, oblivious to the aliens' distress. "Oh yeah, it's a total rush. Here, I've got some videos on my phone." Before Dr. Chen could intervene, Jake was showing the increasingly agitated aliens footage of base jumpers leaping off cliffs, wingsuit flyers zipping dangerously close to mountainsides, and free solo climbers scaling sheer rock faces without any ropes. Ambassador 6's color had now shifted to a pale green. This is entertainment for your species," he asked, his voice trembling slightly. Dr. Chen stepped in, trying to salvage the situation. "Please understand, Ambassador, not all humans engage in these activities. They're what we call extreme sports pursued by a subset of thrill seekers in our population." "But why?" another Xarthalian asked, clearly struggling to comprehend. "What purpose does risking one's life serve?" Jake chimed in again, his eyes bright with excitement. "It's all about the adrenaline rush, the thrill of pushing your limits, facing your fears, feeling truly alive." The Xarthalians huddled together, speaking rapidly in their native language. When they turned back to the humans, Ambassador 6 spoke, his tone now formal and slightly wary. "We thank you for this enlightening cultural exchange. We will need time to process this information and report back to our superiors. It seems that humans are quite different from any species we have encountered before." As the alien delegation retreated to their ship, Dr. Chen shot Jake an exasperated look. "Well, that could have gone better," she sighed. Jake shrugged, still grinning. "Hey, at least we made an impression, right? I bet they'll never forget their first meeting with humans." Little did they know, this seemingly innocuous cultural misunderstanding was about to spark a galactic sensation, forever changing how the universe viewed humanity. 6 months after the initial contact, Earth's governments decided to address the growing galactic curiosity about human thrill-seeking behavior. They organized a galactic extreme sports exhibition, inviting alien dignitaries from across the known universe to witness firsthand the extent of human daring. The event was held in various locations around Earth, each chosen to showcase a different extreme sport. Alien spectators arrived in droves, their ships filling the skies above the designated viewing areas. The exhibition began at the foot of Mount Everest. 6, now the Xarthalian ambassador to Earth, watched in horror as a team of human climbers began their ascent of the world's highest peak without supplemental oxygen. "They are aware that their brains will be starved of oxygen at that altitude, correct?" XX asked Dr. Chen, who was once again serving as a cultural liaison. "Oh, they're aware," Dr. Chen replied. "That's part of the challenge." Next, the aliens were transported to Hawaii's North Shore. There, they witnessed surfers taking on waves that towered over 50 feet high. The Vraxian delegation, a species from an entirely landlocked planet, were particularly astounded. "They willingly allowed themselves to be crushed by these liquid mountains," a Vraxian elder exclaimed. "For what purpose?" Jake Thompson, now officially part of the exhibition team, grinned. For the ride of their lives. The exhibition moved to the Swiss Alps, where wingsuit flyers leapt from helicopters, soaring dangerously close to jagged cliffs and through narrow canyons. The alien spectators watched in a mix of terror and fascination as humans cheated death with nothing but a thin suit and their own skill. "This is madness," muttered a Glopnax observer, its tentacles writhing in distress. The final event was held in Dubai, where base jumpers prepared to leap from the top of the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. As the jumpers stepped to the edge, a hush fell over the alien crowd. One by one, the humans leapt, free-falling for several heart-stopping seconds before deploying their parachutes and landing safely on the ground. The alien reaction was a cacophony of gasps, shrieks, and in some cases fainting. As the exhibition concluded, footage of the events was broadcast across the galaxy. The video went viral, spreading from planet to planet at faster than light speeds. Alien social media platforms were flooded with reactions, ranging from horror to admiration to utter disbelief. Ambassador Jix approached Dr. Chen and Jake, his color a swirling mix of emotions. We had no idea," he stammered. "The sheer audacity, the willingness to face death for fun. It's incomprehensible." Jake clapped the ambassador on the back, causing Zix to flinch. "That's humanity for you. Always pushing the limits." As the alien dignitaries departed, their ships filled with data, videos, and first-hand accounts of human extremes, Dr. Chen couldn't help but wonder about the repercussions of this exhibition. "We've certainly made an impression," she mused. "But what kind of reputation are we creating for ourselves out there?" Little did she know, humanity's daredevil nature was about to reshape their place in the galactic community in ways no one could have predicted. In the months following the Galactic Extreme Sports Exhibition, humanity's reputation spread like wildfire across the cosmos. The footage of humans willingly risking their lives for the thrill of it had a profound impact on alien civilizations. On the planet Zarthalia, the High Council convened an emergency meeting. Ambassador Shix presented his report, his color a nervous yellow. "Esteemed council members, I fear we may have underestimated the humans. Their willingness to face death for mere entertainment suggests a level of fearlessness we cannot comprehend." Similar discussions were taking place on countless worlds. Some species, like the warlike Krell Dor, saw humans as potential allies, admiring their courage and resilience. Others, such as the peace-loving Luminae, were terrified by what they perceived as a reckless and potentially dangerous species. Back on Earth, the effects of their newfound reputation were becoming apparent. Requests for human workers in high-risk jobs across the galaxy skyrocketed. Mining companies on volatile planets, deep space exploration missions, and even alien military organizations all sought human recruits. Jake Thompson found himself invited to Nephros 9, a gas giant with treacherous storms, to help develop extreme sports for the local Nephrosians. "Dude, you should see the wind currents here," he exclaimed during a video call with Dr. Chen. "We're designing a sport that's like a mix of wingsuit flying and tornado chasing. The Nephrosians think we're insane, but they can't get enough of it." Dr. Chen, however, was growing concerned. "Jake, I'm worried about how we're being perceived out there. Some species are beginning to see us as unpredictable and dangerous. There's talk of restricting human access to certain sectors of space." Her fears weren't unfounded. On the diplomatic front, human negotiators found themselves both sought after and feared. Their reputation for taking risks made them valuable in high-stakes situations, but also led some species to view them as volatile and untrustworthy. The situation came to a head when a group of human thrill-seekers attempted to surf the plasma waves of a neutron star, causing a diplomatic incident with the nearby Quasar Collective. The resulting tension nearly led to a ban on human travel in that sector of the galaxy. As the galactic community grappled with how to handle humanity, an unexpected opportunity arose. A distress signal was received from a remote system on the edge of known space. A colony of Luminae was trapped on a dying planet, facing certain extinction. The rescue mission was deemed too risky by most species. Dr. Chen saw this as a chance to show a different side of humanity. She quickly assembled a team of former extreme athletes, deep-sea rescue experts, and disaster relief specialists. We can show the galaxy that our willingness to take risks isn't just about thrill-seeking, she told her team. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, especially when lives are at stake. As their ship prepared to depart on the dangerous mission, news spread across the galaxy. Alien civilizations watched with bated breath, wondering if the humans' infamous daring would prove to be their greatest asset or their ultimate downfall. The stage was set for humanity to either cement its reputation as foolhardy adrenaline junkies or to demonstrate that their unique brand of courage could be a force for good in the universe. The human rescue team's ship, aptly named Calculated Risk, approached the dying planet of the Luminae colony. The world was racked by massive tectonic shifts, volcanic eruptions, and toxic atmospheric conditions that made even orbital approach treacherous. Dr. Chen's voice crackled over the comms. Remember, team, this isn't about showing off. It's about saving lives and showing the galaxy what humanity's spirit is truly capable of. Jake Thompson, now serving as the mission's lead risk assessor, nodded grimly. Got it, Doc. We're here to help, not to hot dog. As they began their descent, the ship bucked and shuddered against the planet's volatile atmosphere. The pilot, Sarah Wu, a former air race champion, gritted her teeth as she navigated through the chaos. Just another day at the office, she muttered, drawing nervous chuckles from the crew. On the surface, the situation was dire. The Luminae colony, nearly 10,000 strong, was trapped in a rapidly deteriorating biodome. The team had less than 48 hours before the planet's core destabilized completely. The rescue operation was broadcast live across the galaxy. Alien civilizations watched in awe as the humans executed a series of maneuvers that seemed to defy both physics and common sense. Former mountain rescue experts rappelled into deep fissures to retrieve trapped Luminae. Deep-sea divers plunged into lakes of toxic sludge to repair crucial life support systems. All the while, the ground shook and the skies rained fire. Jake found himself leading a team to stabilize the biodome's main support structure. As he climbed the swaying tower, making repairs with one hand while holding on for dear life with the other, he couldn't help but grin. And they thought we did this stuff just for fun, he quipped to his alien assistant, who looked on in terror and admiration. Back on the ship, Dr. Chen coordinated with Luminae leaders and the galactic media. What you're seeing isn't recklessness, she explained to a Zarthalian reporter. It's the culmination of years of training, experience, and a deep-seated human drive to help others, no matter the cost. As the deadline approached, the rescue team worked tirelessly. Their bodies pushed to the limit, fueled by a cocktail of adrenaline, determination, and the weight of an entire galaxy's expectations. With mere hours to spare, the last of the Luminae were loaded onto the evacuation ships. As Calculated Risk lifted off, the planet below finally succumbed to its violent death throes. The human team, exhausted but triumphant, was met with a hero's welcome as they docked at the nearest galactic hub. Representatives from dozens of species were there to greet them, their previous fear and skepticism replaced by gratitude and respect. Ambassador Ixix approached Dr. Chen, his color a warm, admiring purple. Dr. Chen, on behalf of the galactic community, I must apologize. We misjudged your species. What we perceived as recklessness, we now understand to be an extraordinary courage and willingness to help others. Dr. Chen smiled tiredly. Thank you, Ambassador. We just hope this has shown that humanity's adventurous spirit can be a force for good in the universe. In the days that followed, the galaxy's perception of humanity underwent a dramatic shift. Humans were no longer seen merely as reckless thrill-seekers, but as valuable allies capable of achieving the impossible when the stakes were highest. The term adrenaline diplomacy entered the galactic lexicon, describing humanity's unique approach to interstellar relations. Humans became sought-after partners in scientific expeditions, emergency response teams, and even in conflict resolution, where their willingness to take calculated risks often led to breakthrough solutions. As Jake Thompson stood on the observation deck of the galactic hub, watching ships from 100 worlds come and go, he turned to Dr. Chen with a grin. So, Doc, think they're ready for us to introduce them to bungee jumping yet? Dr. Chen laughed, shaking her head. One step at a time, Jake. One step at a time. And so humanity took its place among the stars, their reputation for daring and their willingness to push boundaries becoming not just accepted, but celebrated across the galaxy. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you loved it. Please remember to subscribe if you did like it so you can see more videos like this. And please give us a like and a comment too. I'll see you in the next one.